Welcome back, new viewers and gamers. Time for some more Delphox raids. Just did one of these vids yesterday. 3, 2, 1, let us go. Let me know if the mic is working. And before we truly start, this video is sponsored by W. Please hit the description below if you'd like a 10% discount on some wonderful energy drinks to get you through your day, your gaming experience, exercises, whatever you like to do. Plus, if you enjoy my videos, I'd like to ask for you to subscribe and follow depending on which platform you happen to be watching on. It helps the community and it's for free. And you can always go back on your decision whenever you'd like, if that is what you truly desire. But anyways, let us do a second going of these Delphox raids. But this time with my mic working throughout the entire video, as I can see on my own screen. That you guys can't quite see, but whatever. Always starts off with Dazzling Gleam, that's a given. And now I'm gonna go for a swords dance right over here. This Starlord is specifically designed to take down these Delphoxes. With Flashfire as its ability, and we have Tera Steel, which will become useful later on. However, each and every time, always make sure you get off at least one sword stance. The reason being, you can spam Bitter Blades that have extra power and recover your HP. Alright, Cloud, I'll do as you say. Give me a sec. Just hydrating over here. And this time I actually have a water bottle, so every time you told me to hydrate before, I was just pretending to drink water. So I apologize for that, but now I've got one right here that I finally set up my desk. Here we go. Hello, Herod. How you doing today? So, I must apologize for my 2-week hiatus. I was trying to tell it on my previous video, but my mic was acting up, if you've seen that. So, how are you all doing? I'm doing just fine, a little bit better now. Just practiced some Pokemon Showdown before going live, and here we are. If you'd like to do some Delphox raids after this one, don't hesitate to put a code in the comment section below. Can you guys still hear me? Alright, you can hear me. That's good to know. Just making sure my mic isn't being an asshole again. Anyways, what was I saying? I got off 3 Bitter Blades now. And he took away our Terra Charge, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, he didn't. Let me get my Terrestrial off before he does. So now I can Tera Steel, and thanks to my Flashfire, I'm completely immune to all of its, Alright, good to know. The mic wasn't acting right in the previous episode. But, now I'm Tera Steel. I have Flashfire. Fire Blast and Will-O-Wisp can't do anything to me. Plus, its Dazzling Gleam and Psychics are now resisted, rather than me taking a very hard Psychic to the face. Watch how little damage this does. Delicious. I like that. Tasty. But anyways, alright, now we're just gonna spam Iron Heads, and when it decides to take away our stat buffs, we can start using Swords Dance very safely, might I add. And if he uses Nasty Plot, we can use, Clear Smog. Haha, it took away my Terra Charge, too late, you fool. But anyways, alright, enjoy your raid adventures. Did you just tell me? Yeah, you just instructed me to attack twice. But anyways, I must apologize for my hiatus recently. About 2 weeks or so, I'm not making a single video. I finally got to setting up that desk that I was telling you all about before. And the face reveal will come very soon. The thing is, once I got everything set up and whatnot, my previous monitor kept saying no signal in HDMI 1 despite my PC being on and whatnot, so I had to wait 2 whole weeks to get a new monitor. And just yesterday I found, it just came in yesterday, just found out that I didn't need to get a new monitor, I just had the wrong plugins and whatnot. So I finally got my screen display on, and now my Elgato wasn't working, so I spent several hours yesterday trying to fix that until I finally did, and here we are. And then in my previous video, the fucking mic didn't work until I found out what I did wrong midstream, so that's my tall tale on how technology's being a jackass today. Next up, why don't we ask a question about how your technology might be screwing around with you? Because technology's a giant bitch and almost made me want to go onto a fucking farm, for fuck's sake. That is crazy, I know. What's crazy is that I had to go 2 whole weeks without giving you guys a video, but here we are. And just in time for a new game that's coming out next Friday, so I gotta get done with, like, Xenoblade 3's DLC before then. Should have had that done months ago, but whatever. I think if you know what game comes out next Friday, don't say it, but, well, what do I call it? Yeah, don't say what game's coming out next Friday, that'll be a surprise, but if you already know, you already know. Alright, what happened? Haha, can't hit me with Will-O-Wisp, you idiot. Alright. Is that the ice cream one? I haven't... The ice cream Splatfest, perhaps? Yeah, he released his energy. I mean, if you guys want to see the Splatoon 3 video later, now that I'm no longer laying on the frickin' floor, it's gonna be a lot more comfortable. Like, what is it? Mint chocolate chip flavored, chocolate, vanilla or some shit? I'm choosing chocolate if that's the case. And I can see you're on there on screen right now. And now that I finally have my desk set up, I'm trying to finish a few games on my PS4 on my free time before I start my new job soon, so now that I left the previous one, and this one's finally from home, so that means even more time for videos. And less screwing around at some dumb place I don't want to be in. Actually, I might choose Strawberry for that one. Strawberry's awesome. Now, what is your bad news? Anyways, I'm trying to beat a few games on my PS4, but once I've done that and beaten a few things on here, again, like Xenoblade 3 and the game that's coming out next Friday. I'm aware that it already started, but, what was I saying? I can finally bring my PS4 up to my room and keep a lookout for PS4 playthroughs. I think I've mentioned these in previous videos, but in case I didn't already, I'm gonna keep it a secret for now. And once these people stop doing what they're doing and get on to the Delphox Raid, or whatever this guy with the Umbreon that was just there is doing. Alright, that's really dumb that this game does that. There's somebody there, but now they're invincible. Alright, these jackalopes ready? Let's do it. Alright, there we go. That should be 4 people. It is 4 people. Oh, I feel sorry about that. Wasn't she pregnant, you mentioned? I don't want to get too far into that, but wouldn't that also affect the child inside her? Yeah, you didn't tell me anything about that before. I don't know if that happened in the last 2 weeks or something since I was on my hiatus, but yeah, you didn't mention that before. Alright, now we just spam Bitter Blades as usual. I don't think Delphox doesn't have a way to take away your fire immunity like in the Persona games. Yeah, alright, she isn't pregnant anymore. I'm not gonna get too far into that then. That's not any of my business. That, and if I were to say it, it'd be a very controversial thing, and this channel just isn't about that stuff. Alright, just keep using Bitter Blades, that's all we need to do, until we can get our Terastal off, hopefully before it can even take away our Terra Charge. And thanks for the heal cheer. That crit me, of course it did. Alright, that should be enough to get our Terra Charge off. Though I'm running dangerously low on energy here. Maybe not that low. I think I could take just one more Psychic. Alright, that's fine. You don't have any negative effects on you. We can't Terrestrial. Nice. Or Tera Stall. Hey, get it? Tera Stall? Okay. And thanks for the heal cheer, whoever did that. Kinda wish it would show you who does the heal cheers, or the attack cheer, or the defense cheers. But sadly, it doesn't do that in this game. Nope, not at all. Alright, 200 HP, now we can Tera. Might be able to safely get off another Sword Stance, actually. Hold up. No, better yet, just go straight for the Iron Head. And now that you did that, screw it, let's Sword Stance. And now I've become a Steel type. The world's strongest Steel type. Even stronger than Dialga, even stronger than Melmetal, even stronger than Registeel or Mega Aggron. Those guys are nothing compared to him. Uh-oh, nasty plot. I don't like that. Thankfully I resist your attacks. So now let's get the Clear Smog off. Alright, we can take a Psychic just fine. Get that garbage out of here. We don't need it. We don't need it. Alright, Iron Head. And I see you're on Pokemon Violet. And thanks for making me stronger, Delphox. And now finally we'll have Rillaboom. After this one. Likely it's gonna be Tera Rock. Actually, Tera Rock already happened. Either Tera Ground or Tera Dark is my guess. Magic Room, which you will always use once it's at about half HP. Which means you can't use your item for like that one turn. I've really never seen it work beyond that one turn. Can't use Will-O-Wisp, you fool. Thanks for the free HP, too. Discharge. And Iron Head. Get that garbage shield out of here. We don't need it. That shield is garbage. Alright, can we kill you from this range? As long as nobody else dies, I think we're fine. Okay, just as I'm saying that, he dies. No! Because people be dying out here. It's like the Cinderace raids. If somebody dies, or faints, I should say, excuse me, this is Pokemon, not real life, but, if anybody else faints, then it literally gets off a bunch of moves faster or whatever, or it starts getting up its shield a bit quicker. So you gotta make sure nobody ends up dying. Or fainting, excuse me. Alright, if you got a code for your Delphox raid, put it in the comments below, or either that or I'll put up mine and we can do a code that way. If anybody else happens to want to join, do not hesitate to put in your codes as well. And leave a follow if you haven't already. Those of you who may be new. Alright, do you happen to have Flash Fire, Armor Rouge, Flash Fire, Charlotte, a Heatran perhaps? Does Heatran get a hidden ability? I don't remember if it does, but there's your code and when you're ready. I've seen people use Blissey's as well in this. Very good for walling its special attacks. And with how high its HP and special defenses, does Blissey truly need resistances? Not really. Alright, there he is. I will give this one a shot. No, it's okay. We should be just fine. Perhaps you could support with defense or heal cheers if that's alright with you. I don't want to take you out of the action too much. They already start out with Dazzling Gleam, which means you gotta be able to resist the hit. Which you mean Heatran or Chaos or something? I don't know. I've seen Terra Steel Arceuses work pretty well for this as well. I at least burned it. That's a nice one to start. Yeah, I can see you're on half health. Don't you worry, we'll be able to... And look how much I healed from my Bitter Blade. Or, I keep calling it Bitter Blade. I said in the previous episode I was going to start calling it Butter Blade. So, Butter Blade. I'm going to go and keep calling it that. Tank is Psychic. And Butter Blade again. Alright, one. Of course you get a special defense drop. Ain't that fun? Butter Blade again. Yep, it's Heatran. Heatran's the only Fire Steel type in existence, sadly. There really should be more Fire Steel types. We need more of them. It's such a cool type combo. Got like that quad resistance to bug. It's very powerful. Or well, there's a lot of things that quad resist bug, let's be real, but that's definitely one of the major things. And it has flash fires, so you don't have to worry about fire immunities. And it's got plenty of resistances and immunities. You got immunity to burn, you got your poison immunity, so you don't have to worry about toxic or will-o-wisp. Alright, now we can Terra, and I'm gonna Swords Prance. Swords Waltz. Swords Shuffle. Any other words that go with dance? I think so, yes, it's quite large. I don't know if that's perspective or its actual size. Yeah, no, that's its actual size. Hit me with a Psychic, you can't do it. You foolish fool. Alright, you know, let's just go for the Iron Heads. Because of course you get a special defense drop on me, which definitely is annoying. Oh, that took way too much damage. Alright, look how much that Iron Head did. Alright, the Shell Bell, I think that'll allow me to take another one. As long as you don't lower my stats. Alright, another Iron Head will do the trick. I kind of wish this thing had physical attacks, not gonna lie, so then the burns here would be a little more useful. Alright, I think 2 more should do the trick. And then that shield is gone. And you... fuck you. Take away my stat buffs. Thanks, asshat. And now our items are useless for like a turn. I am so scared, oh boy. Uh-oh, nasty poo. And now I am forced to use Clear Smog. That is if I can... I've still got that -1 special defense. Alright, can we take this? Oh, just barely. Clear Smoke. Smoking very clearly here. You know what I just realized? I probably shouldn't be thinking about this in a Pokemon game of all things. But if you think about the move Clear Smog, does that mean the Pokemon's technically smoking? And then that smoke gets rid of their stat buffs? I didn't know tobacco worked like that in the Pokemon world. Whatevs. Alright, thanks for the free turn. And now I can start getting Swords Dances off again. Alright, how much does the Psychic do? Hopefully not too much. I think I should be able to survive next turn, though. Alright, Ironhead. Don't kill. Yes, we livin'. We livin'. Get that garbage out of here. We don't need your shields. Shields down. And I didn't... Oh, okay. You know what? Better... You know what? You're faster than me, so... Let's just heal cheer instead. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Alright, thank you for mentioning that. Keep your mind out of the gutters. Even though I was just talking about freaking tobacco smoking, but what is? And we take that easily. Stored Ironhead. Yeah, that's not doing enough. Big sad. Oh, I know what you mean now. Okay, it took me a little bit to think of that one. Because, you know, there's people out there who, of all things... I attacked twice? Or are you talking about the Delphox? I don't think I've seen the Delphox attack twice in one turn, actually. At least compared to most of the other raids. Man, if I still had just a little bit of time. Yeah, it took me a while there to understand what you were talking about, but I know what you mean now about keep your minds out of the gutters. And those people out there who have a thing for Gardevoir. Come on, there are other fictional female characters you could be simping over, but Gardevoir's the one you simp over the most? Really? Good lord, man, I could think of like 20, 30, 40 different animes where they have some sort of female character you could be simping over, but do that with Gardevoir of all things. Have you seen what a Gardevoir would look like in real life? It's fucking horrifying. And you people keep simping over that. Alright, let's try this again. I guess it can attack twice on rare occasions. But we got real close to beating it, so we should be fine. The Ceruledge can wall or solo the Delphox. It just takes a little bit, as you can see here. Yeah, got your meaning. Took a little bit. That and the fact that Gardevoirs can be male for some ungodly reason. I feel like when Gallade came to, or was introduced, they should have taken out Gardevoirs being able to be female. But then they'll think, oh, but if you transfer it from a Gen 3 game to a Gen 4 game, that means if it's male, it changes gender to frickin' female. That's not right. Really? Did you know that Azurill has, what was it, a 75% chance of being female, I believe, and 25% chance of being male? Well, get this. Marill and Azumarill are 50-50 in their gender split. Which means, if you evolve a female Azurill into Marill, it has a 1 1/3 chance or some crap of turning gender, literally turning male. And funny how they never fixed this, even to this day, in Scarlet and Violet. They, to this day, still haven't fixed that. Why? Oh, is that your, wait a minute. Did you have this Gardevoir long before Pokemon Home came out, or did you get another Gardevoir and then named it, that again? Or this is a different Gardevoir to the one you were previously using? Yeah, that's the thing. If you transfer an alpha Pokemon, like one of my Hisuian Gudras is an alpha. Actually, both of them are. But, if you transfer one of those, and I forgot who was the NPC, I think in Mesagoza you're supposed to talk to, they could get a special ribbon about them being alpha-sized. I almost said apple-sized. Apple-sized alpha Pokemon, man. That sounds tasty. The only problem is they're fucking tiny, if that were the case. Excuse my stuttering as usual. Alright, hit me with your dazzling gleam. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Mephala? I'm sorry. I don't think I'm familiar with that Gardevoir. Anyway, Sword Stance. Oh, taking too much damage. Alright, now, Butterblade. That's gonna be a meme now, Butterblade. Taking those Psychics a lot better than usual, I'd say. Gee, Drifblim's being helpful for once. That's why I said it. Screw you, Drifblim. No one likes you. Get out of here. Drifblims suck. Whoever made Drifblim deserves to be, sucks. Yeah, the former alphas or some shit. I don't remember what the Raven was called, but yeah, that was what I was talking about. Anyways, there goes the shield. I'm just gonna keep using Butterblade until I can terrestrialize. Oh, screw you. Of course you take away my Terra Charge. Because you can't do anything to me. At least once I terrestrialize, you can't do anything to me. And I did mention this before, I tried mentioning this in the previous video, but again, my mic problems. But, as I've stated in previous videos, Delphox is seriously my least favorite of any of the fully buffed fire starters. All the other ones are so much better. And this one's just, I know it's based on an RPG mage and whatnot, but it just sucks to look at. I'm not the biggest fan of this design. It's decent in battle, I won't deny that. Having a good type combo, it's got some good coverage on it. It's fine, but besides that point, kinda sucks. I'll take Incineroar, Cinderace, Skeledirge, I'll take all of them over this thing I do the other week. Alright, you didn't take away my stat buffs just yet, so let's just spam Iron Head until you do. I'm aware this is the name of your Gardevoir. Could've sworn you had another one before Pokemon Home came out, though. Now your Psychic means nothing. And I healed of not full. Blast it. Just ruined the moment. Alright, you still did. Wait, I still have my stat buffs, right? Let me see. Yes, I do. Alright, I don't want to use Sword Stance until. What am I? Attack the guy. What are you doing? Anyways. Haha, can't do that. Yeah, I think that's the Gardevoir I'm talking about. Alright, come on, take away my stat buffs. I'm daring you. Alright, I was right about that. So you did get a different Gardevoir in between times during the Pokemon Home stuff. Alright, that's what I was waiting for. Perfect. Alright, it's probably going to use Psychic on me and Magic Room. I don't like being in a room called Magic, you know? I'd rather be in my room, not a Magic room. Heh, get it? Okay. Alright, you didn't use either of your fire moves. That's perfect. Alright, just better to get that shield broken instead. Alright, will that be enough for me to take the next hit? Probably. Oh no, Heal Cheer until my item can come back. That's the power of friendship, everybody! Yeah! Alright, that's more than enough for me to take the next hit. Did he use Nasty Plot? I don't think I was paying attention. Because if it did, then we gotta go clear Smog. Right, depending on how much damage this does. That looks like Nasty Plot boosted. Let me see. That's Nasty Plot boosted. I was not paying attention. Hell, I die. No. The one and only time he fainted. Oh, that's my fault. I wasn't paying attention to it using Nasty Plot. I don't even know when it used it. If this were like Pokemon Showdown and I could see what previous turn it used that on, that'd be a little easier, but no. Because Game Freak doesn't know how to code stuff like that in. Nope, they don't know. They're just a small indie company that only makes about 25K a year. They don't know a damn thing. And what is that Pokemon team? Alright, let's try this again. You know what they say, try, and try again. The Alpha team, I suppose? I don't know. Alright, here we are again. Alright, here we are again, Delphox. You're literally the worst fire starter. I'm gonna keep roasting you because you suck. Man, you're so awful. You make Cinderace look like a fighting type and it still wins against you. Wow, that's an awful burn. Pun intended, because you're a fire type, get it? Okay. Alright, first Swords Dance off. I just realized this freaking Garganackle over here with Purified Salt, he's a very salty person. Alright, that's gonna heal me to full HP. And take Limit Terra Charge, yay. See, even Cinderace is angry at you for that. Alright, what is the team then? If you don't mind telling me. Alright, another Butter Blade. Like a hot knife through butter, huh? Get it? Okay. That's my thought process behind that little meme name. Or just like how I say Meteor Storm for Darko Meteor, or I don't know, Dank Pulse. Pretty sure I'm not the only person on YouTube or Twitch who says Dank Pulse, but whatever. Butter Blade. Now I kind of want to see a Surledge literally cutting butter with its blades. Can somebody make some fan art of that? That'd be awesome. Like, somebody needs to make some fan art of that. That'd be really cool. Alright, that's... okay, are you... Oh, you did use Nasty Plot. I know you didn't. Wait, how'd you load? You loaded speed. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna wait for you to take away our stat buffs. So now we can Tera. Iron Head! Plus 2 Iron Head. You me? And, Nasty Blood. I don't like that. Alright, clear Smog. Can't hit me with Fire Blast, you fool. And get rid of those stat buffs. I'm paying attention this time. Though it no longer has its speed lowered, which I'm wondering who lowered its speed anyways. It would be nice if Garganacl used Salt Tier. But no, sadly not. You know, it would cure those of us who are salty. Get it? Okay. Enough of my bad punny jokes that are not punny at all. I think it only uses Nasty Plot once. I don't think I've ever seen it use Nasty Plot more than once. Alright, more Iron Heads for you. Served on a Butter Blade, huh? Has everybody tired of my jokes yet? I just want to know. Maybe you are, maybe you aren't, but there's more coming your way right now. Give me some time to think about it. Give me approximately somewhere in the next 3 hours to think about it, okay? There's the stat drops I was waiting for. A room filled with magic. And the heal cheer. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can get 2 Sword Stances off here. I should be able to. We got plenty of time and the shield's almost broken. Taking the Dazzling Gleam, that's good. I'm not blinded by that gleam of yours, you know that. Alright, we got +2 off, or +4 off. I don't think I need to get a third one off. Let's get rid of this shield. Actually, Garganacl is putting in some work with that Heavy Slam bits. And we're gonna heal right here and now. Get that garbage off my screen. I don't like shields here. I don't like Protect, I don't like Bastiodon, I don't like anything pertaining to a shield on this game. Or whatever other shields. King Shield, Aegislash, even though it's super cool. Alright, about 3 more Iron Heads should do the trick. Oh, and we're faster. Get off my screen. Yes, and we healing. Shell Bell. Alright, one more Iron Head. No, we will not die. I will not die. You're dead. You die, not me. Get that. Yes, down goes Delphox the Unrivaled. And Aaron, take your Delphox with you. If you want to, that is. I don't know how it got its speed lowered, but I'm not complaining. Down goes the worst fire starter ever. Maybe that should be... Did I make this question of the day before? I don't remember. I made so many of them now. But, hey, ability capsule. But anyways, I guess that should be our question of the day. Who, of the 9 fully evolved fire starters, or you could even talk about fire starters from fan-made Pokemon games, like Pokemon Clover, or Pokemon Uranium, or Pokemon Insurgence, or Pokemon Light Platinum, maybe, but, who is your least favorite fire starter Pokemon, like fully evolved fire starter Pokemon, and why? Oh, you did yours off screen, or, well, not off screen, but you did yours another time. Alright. Oh, that's why I was lowering that speed. Hey, I got a fruit power herb. Alright, that's that raid. I'm just gonna keep doing a bunch of other Delphox raids. So why don't we strike up a little conversation? I guess. Well, as I've stated in my previous video, again, I doubt anybody could hear it because of my mic issues. But, playing Pokemon Coliseum on my GameCube, and I'm getting a bit farther in it. And so much so, I think I'm up to Mount Battle now? Which, I forgot how short Pokemon Coliseum was. It's a lot shorter than I remember. I feel like I'm already halfway through the freaking game. And hey, an error. No, what do you mean no raid found? It's right the fuck there. But yeah, I think the last battle I did was the one with the Shadow Hitmontop. And so, I purified the Shadow Flaffy, the Shadow Misdreavus, the Shadow Croconaw, and the Shadow Slugma that you get. And I got me a Feraligatr and an Ampharos. I could use those guys on the team right then and now if I wanted. Ampharos is, fun fact, one of my favorite Gen 2 mons, and I pretty much use it in a lot of my Gen 2 teams, plus Heart Gold Soul Silver. So, whenever I finally play Heart Gold Soul Silver or whatever on this channel, you bet your ass, the Nuzlocke specifically, since I've already played through all those games, no point in doing a regular playthrough. Like MJTV says, at least back when he was doing Nuzlocks, I don't do Nuzlocks before making a full playthrough of a game, so no Nuzlocke there. But anyways, I'm gonna make sure I can get me a Mareep on the team, hopefully, and I don't run into, like, Wooper instead. Say, Ampharos is a really strong mon. At least specifically in Heart Gold Soul Silver, you can get it before Falkner, but in the original Gold Silver, you have to wait till you beat Falkner to get it. And the frickin' Bellsprout Tower. And thankfully, one of its strongest moves that Shadow Rush gets replaced with being, what was it? Thunderbolts. Even though it has Thundershock, which already hit pretty damn hard. But now Thunderbolt's absolutely crazy. Also, that Heatran's name is Lava Boy. And let me guess, Shark Girl is here too? Okay, let me not. Actually, fun fact about Heatran, it's one of the few legendary Pokemon that can be either male or female. And that's not counting the forces of nature, because 3 of the 4 of them, well, at least before an Amorous was a thing, they were all male. And now an Amorous is only female. Okay, why is it hitting so hard? Frickin' you already +2. When and how? Anyways, what was I saying? I think the only other one where that's the case, I think Cresselia can be only female. I'm pretty sure they're only female Cresselias. I don't think any other legendary Pokemon can be either male or female. Heatran's probably the only one, because any of the other legendaries that can be a gender is either one or the other. Like Latios, only male. Latias, only female. I already mentioned the forces of nature. Urshifu can only be male. All that stuff. Even though some legendaries Pokemon, especially the more recent Boxcar legendaries, definitely look like they're more female than male or vice versa. I mean, look at Reshiram and Zekrom. Reshiram definitely looks a bit more female, and you don't... Why did that Psychic do so much? What the hell? Anyways. Seriously, why did that Psychic do as much as it did? If that wasn't... It wasn't even boosted by special attack. But I like to call Rubber Band AI, even though we're not playing Mario Kart right now. Are you... Why is that hitting so hard? Holy shit! Hold on, did my special defense get lowered? Is that why? Did I? You lowered my special defense twice. Are you serious? That's such garbage. Oh, it can be? Okay, never mind. So, Urshifu is also one of the few where that's the case. Alright, screw it. I guess I gotta die here. I guess I'll die, right? Huh? Because, of course, I get unlucky enough to get 2 special defense drops. And don't heal cheer me, you asshole. God damn it, I'm gonna die here. Wait, did we live? Yeah, no, we didn't. Okay. That's a partial, yeah, that is your new team. I see it. I see it. Got a lot of Hisui mods there, or at least mods that can be found in Hisui. Or former Sinnoh, as lots of people call it. Then you got some other regions to balance it out there. Some resources from the other regions. You can't hit me, you fool. I didn't even terrestrialize this time, did I? Butter Blade. Too bad it won't do too much. It gathered its energy. Oh yeah, it is Japanese themed team. You got the ninja. You got the Mega Man Battle Network looking Pokemon thing. You got the Japanese archer. You got the Japanese-ish bird, which, actually, I don't even know what Bird Star Raptor is based on. Does anybody know that? I don't know. It's not like a pheasant that's partially based on, well, a pheasant and a dove. Why else do we have P-Dove, for example? Or, like, a Pikipek, clearly based on a woodpecker, and its evolution's clearly based on toucans. You know, if Toucan were in this game, which I think it's going to show up in the DLCs again, this is probably already confirmed thanks to data mines. I don't know if you guys know a PokeTuber by the name of Pim Knight. I think I've brought him up on a channel before, but I think back in the Gen 7 days, he did a cereal themed team. I kind of want to do that. Oh yes, Pokemon Conquest. That's an old game I used to play back in elementary school that I really want to get again. And actually, speaking of which, on my hiatus, do you want to know what other old GameCube game I recently ordered? Hint, it's a Digimon game. I'll let you all guess. But, yeah, Pokemon Conquest is another old game that I really want to get. I haven't played since, like, elementary school. Back in, like, 2013. Now, that's another game I really want to play on here. However, I can figure out getting a capture card for my 3DS for that to work. If anybody knows what capture cards needed for 3DSs, please let me know. And actually, that's another example. If you're gonna crush on female Pokemon characters, Pokemon Coliseum's got you covered with plenty of them. There you go. You don't need to worry about Gardevoir, which still would look horrifying in real life. Actually, come to think of it, a lot of Pokemon look pretty damn horrifying in real life. Well, obviously the ones are supposed to like most ghost types, so then imagine Pinsir in real life, or Heracross in real life, or any bug type for that matter. Imagine seeing a Slitherwing in real life. Hell no, you'd be wanting to run in the other direction. Fuck that shit. Oh yeah, I've seen that before. Heck, off screen one time I ran into a team that used a Hisui and Zorua. Yes, not Zoroark. And Unova and Zorua. Which definitely threw things off, but if you have a Hisui and Decidueye with Scrappy, just triple arrows, they can't do anything to you. Excuse me. Butter Blade. And again, with these people using your fucking Azumarill. Azumarill does not work, man. You're not in a Charizard raid. Stop using that damn thing. God damn it. Unless it's a Sylvester. Sylvester to Azumarill is actually pretty busted. Because, you know, this Azumarill has been convicted with assault. Get it? Alright. Okay. There's a lot of Japanese-inspired mons in it, I believe. And a lot of Hisui and Pokemon in there. I think that's what I said about it. Was there something I didn't finish saying about that? I must have gotten sidetracked. Tends to happen to me. Tends to happen to the best of us most of the time. But, yeah, you said it was Pokemon Coliseum inspired. And that's an old game I've been wanting to play for a very long time now. Haven't played it since elementary school. And I'm definitely going to find me a good copy of that game at some point. Probably a cartridge-only copy. Save a little cash because I still have my old box art of it. Just don't have the game anymore. Yeah, you have a Japanese ninja, you have your Japanese ninja. You have your ninja, you have your Japanese archer. You have not everything on the team is all that Japanese-inspired, though. Hisui is based on one of the many regions of Japan, being Hokkaido, I believe it's called. So that could make a little more sense there. What else did you say you had? It's right there. You got your Mega Man Battle Network looking character with the swords. I guess Japanese swords, if you will. Which I'm pretty sure that would just be katanas. I guess your Japanese samurai, the closest thing you got to that. And Scizor, I'm not entirely sure what Japanese inspiration that is. I mean, if you can explain that a bit further. Everything else, and Japanese birds, whatever birds Staraptor is based on. I'm not entirely sure what bird Staraptor is based on. I was talking about a cereal-themed team earlier. Like you can have Incineroar beat Tony the Tiger, another Pokemon coming back in the DLC when that happens. You got Toucan Sam, you got the fucking Cookie Crisp Wolf if Mightyena were in the game. Mightyena is another one of those older Pokemon that needs like an evolution or some sort of regional form. Make it a dark fire type or a dark ice type. He's a dark wolf in the areas, in the snow area, I mean. And they had to adapt to that harsh environment, growing a very thick fur, and the ice typing to compensate. That might not be the best typing defensively. Offensively, it's pretty decent though. I don't think there's a single typing in the game that was the Ice Dark type. Weavile and Xianpao can tell you. Oh yes, this is Pokemon Conquest video. I think I know about that. I might have watched it at some point, but it might have been quite some time. You know, speaking of which, speaking of Pokemon Conquest, I'm gonna look up a copy of that game right now, see if I can find one. And hopefully at a pretty decent price as well. And since it's a DS game, you gotta make sure it's an authentic copy, you know? You don't want to find any counterfeits. And as usual, it's quite a hefty price there. The heavy armored samurai, okay. And you didn't want to use either Samurats because, well, you already said you had a bit of a disdain for Samurai. Plus, that would kind of overlap with Greninja. Actually, I realized you don't really have much type overlap on. You don't have any type overlap on this team. As myself and Mikey always state, a team without type overlap is always very good. Like, those are some heavily competitive teams there when you can have a whole team of 6 Pokemon and they're all dual type, excluding your Luxray, and there's no type overlap. You definitely have a lot of coverage that way. And technically, because of Terrestrialization, you can technically have all 18 types on the same team, unlike in previous generations. Well, I found a copy that's $25 USD. Oh, never mind. It's the Japanese version, that's why. Seriously, why? Does anybody know why, if you try to order an old game online or some shit, why the English versions are always much more expensive than Japanese versions? Does anybody know why that's the case? Because it's kind of annoying. Is it because they're more sought after or something? I don't get it. As collector's items? Just for you blasted whales out there? Yeah, I'm pretty picky about that too when I'm making teams, as you can see with a lot of my competitive teams. And anytime I use a singular typed Pokemon, I make sure it's a decent singular typing. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of using singular typed Pokemon. Just because, well, that's less offensive pressure I can put up. And I'm an offensive person. I like offense, man. Especially type combos that aren't easily walled. Like fighting flying, for example. I don't think, like, Hawlucha or Galarian Zapdos, there are very few Pokemon that resist both of those type combos. Like, one of the few of them being Aegislash, and, I don't know, like, Rotom, I think, is another one that walls that type combo. It's mostly just Ghost types, pretty much, and any typing that are just fine, like Steel or Electric. I guess Rock Ghost would work, too, but we don't have any Rock Ghost types yet. And now put Scrappy on one of those guys. Like, imagine if Hawlucha had Scrappy. It'd be even stronger. And they had guard animals in Japan. Perhaps the Japanese nobles might have been guarded at some point. Alright, we doing damage. Too bad we're almost out of time. Now we're run out of time. I already terrestrialized you, fool. You know, I always run Shadow Sneak on my Hisuian Decidueye, as you've seen on my champion team. My Hisuian champion team. It's just more reliable than Sucker Punch overall. Especially if you're against something like Fluttermane. Hell, with my max HP Assault Vest said, Fluttermane's kind of run away. I could just get in a surprise triple arrows, thanks to Scrappy I can hit. Fluttermane, now it does neutral damage. Actually, it does resistant damage, but Fluttermane has such low HP and defense, it actually does quite a bit, pretty much each and every time. And then I can retaliate, and hopefully I get either a crit or the special defense, or not the special defense, the defense drop. Or flinch. Actually, it wouldn't matter if it's a flinch, but other than that. And then just surprise them with a Shadow Sneak. Perfect. It's kind of the ultimate, maybe not the ultimate, but a really good Fluttermane combo that you wouldn't really expect. Or Fluttermane counter, not Fluttermane combo. Alright, here we go again. And not gonna lie, the chair I'm sitting in is kind of hurting me right now. I'm so unused to sitting in chairs for this long. Excuse me if I'm adjusting myself over and over again, y'all can hear that. But other than that. You know if Megas still existed in this game? Mega Scissor would be absolutely perfect for this team. Just if you want a little more power and a little more bulk. I'm just realizing something. Maybe a Soul-Fisted Kalosian Goodra would be really good here. Make a Terra Poison. Acid Spray, Sludge Bomb. Well, not Dragon type moves. I don't really know what else I'd give it. The max special attack, max HP would do. Actually, I do have Reckless on that, as I'd rather run Brave Bird Double Edge. That's just me. I've been running that since Generation 6 with Choice Band Reckless. And max attack instead of max speed. It one-shots so many things with Brave Bird. If you are not, let me tell you, if you are not a Rock, Steel, or Electric type, Brave Bird will kill you. There will be no survivors. You will not live to tell the tale of getting hit by the world's strongest Brave Bird or Double Edge. If you're not a Rock, Steel, or Ghost type in that case. Oh, you have Intimidate? Okay. I'd rather Reckless just have all that power. And if I had to run Intimidate, I'd rather run it on the Luxray, but it's your team, that's your choice at the end of the day. Alright, Butterblade again. And more reasons why I seriously wish Luxray had Strong Jaw, but it doesn't get that ability. Because its jaws just are not strong enough, apparently. And look at that, I'm not the only one using Butterblade out here. Actually, fun fact about Heavy Slam, its Japanese name is Heavy Bomber, which personally I think I prefer that name. And with Flash Fire or Weak Armor. It could have Flame Body as well, but that's probably its worst of the two abilities. That Surrey Pledge gets. Also, did this thing lower my special defense? Alright, you don't have any stab buffs, so how did you hit me so hard? And did I... That special defense is -1, it's not entirely the worst. Now let's Steel Shear. I think I still have all 3 of my cheers, right? I don't really know. Now I've seen some weak armor sets and I've gotten screwed over by them. Alright, that shield is not gone. Okay. Earthquake. Charizard sucks. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, maybe it's not that bad. It's good for those pesky rock types. And you can always Terra Ground if you really wanted to. Alright, but its shield is gone, that's what matters. And I guess I tried using Nasty Plot there. It's plotting something nasty. Watch out! I feel like I barely got any moves off. Hold on. Alright, you don't have the special attack buffs. Yeah, let's just butter... Okay, I got no reason to butter blade. Alright, Ironhead then, fuck it. I feel like I haven't even done much in this. Whatever, I'm not complaining. And now I can terrorize. I can terrorize this man. How many more puns can I come up with? Can you guess? And with Protean. Actually, you know you can really flank around fighting types with that. Or if you can predict a good fighting type move, just Shadow Sneak and boom, their fighting type move means nothing now. And then you can retaliate right back with another aerial ace. Especially if it tries to retaliate back with like a dark type move. Even with Protean's nerf in this generation, that can still work. Oh, it's Tauren. Alright. Make that water shuriken stronger. Alright, one more hit, and you're nothing, Delphox. Your life is forfeit. This Charizard's probably gonna kill you, isn't it? Yep, it did. A valiant sacrifice from the Charizard. He won the day. And this is why Charizard's such a fan favorite, even though I was just roasting him before. You have double Intimidate. If you do double battles with that, you can really make good use of that, assuming you don't run into anything with competitive or defiant, that is. I've always done that back in Generation 6. Like, I'd had an Arbok and an Arcanine, I think. Or something else to Intimidate. I know I was using an Arbok, though. And I was double intimidating the Battle Shadow lane, specifically, what's her face? Evelyn? And it actually worked quite well against her max critical hitting fucking Primate that hits so hard. Good thing Annihilate didn't exist back in Generation 6. Or else that fight would have been way harder. Isn't it weird these rocks look awfully polygonal? I'm just now realizing that. Alright, now I can kind of see a bit more why people think the graphics in this game are kind of sucky. These rocks look just... They look like rock textures you'd see in PS1 games. I can't believe I'm now saying that. Guess what, game? You got me to talk about your piss poor, or maybe not piss poor, but pretty below average looking graphics. They look like you got something straight out of a PS1 game. Congratulations. Just... You gotta make those rock textures look a bit smoother and a bit more realistic, I'd say. Well, I think I could easily guess Technician out of the moves you have on it, since all of those moves are base 60 power or less. And we have 3 Cerulages here. From my experience, triple Ceruledge, or quadruple Cerulages I've done in the previous episode, was not the best thing. Mainly just because you don't have much variety going on, so one of you guys gets screwed, the others get screwed as well. Scrappy, that's what it is. Get those pesky ghost types out of here. Especially you, Spiritomb and Sableye. You ain't got no weaknesses now, it's like they have a fighting type weakness. Same for you, Golden Boy. You ain't staying golden today. That triple arrows is probably one of the most broken moves ever created, because of having 3 different effects, which is actually pretty damn awesome. All of which are pretty scary to go against. Flinching, having your defense lowered, and crit getting a higher chance to crit. Who thought that move was even slightly balanced? And it's base 90 power, when back in Legends Arceus it was only base 50 power. But also Rose's... I think it rose his attack. He got more pepped up, which again means... his crit rate has risen. I know it's pumped up, not pepped up. I've been playing some Dragon Quest XI recently on my PS4, so that's why I'm saying that. But and hopefully maybe y'all want to see a Dragon Quest XI playthrough, which is going to be a very long time before that happens. But, what was I saying? And it has a chance to lower the opponent's defense in Legends Arceus. It was a broken move back then, but it was kind of balanced by having a much lower base stat power, or base power. But now it's base 90, nearly almost 50, not 50%, almost twice as strong. About 40%, maybe 80% stronger, I should say. It's definitely a lot better than Infernal Parade, which is just a slightly weaker hex that can burn. I mean, at least, whatchamacallit. At least Switch Edge is an awesome move. And it always will be an awesome move. Being able to passively set up spikes, and from my experience in my Hisuian Champion team and on Pokemon Showdown, it's very useful. Combine that with already stab and sharpness, it's just too good. Intimidation is what you're testing. My playthrough, that depends. Is that an IV team, or are you just going with, going with the flow of it? Like IV'd, and did you like EV train that team? Because I mean, if you're gonna test it, wouldn't you rather test it against one of my, more competitive ready teams if you're still in your competitive play? Oh, that's your playthrough, partially playthrough, since some of those Pokemon weren't even in Legends Arceus, but I guess that's partially your Legends Arceus playthrough team, just with some differences in there. Let me guess, you got Starlish to replace Hisuian Typhlosion, maybe, and Greninja to replace Hisuian Samurott? That's why? Because they have the same typings. As them respectively, of course. Yeah, we use Butterblade simultaneously. That actually looks pretty cool, going off simultaneously like that. I know it's their, Intimidate is their ability. 2 of the 6 of their abilities, of course. And you even have some counter against Intimidate yourself. Wait, not all of them get Intimidate. What do you mean? There's no way all 6 of them have Intimidate. Greninja doesn't get Intimidate. Starlish doesn't get Intimidate. Scizor doesn't get Intimidate. And what's the last one? And Hisuian Decidueye is immune to Intimidate. Only 2 of the 6 of your Pokemon get Intimidate. Alright, so Team Intimidation, all of your Pokemon have Intimidate. Alright, I think it's nice that you specified that. Even though there's massive counterplay against that. If you run into a Pokemon competitive or Defiant, you're kind of screwed. Or something with Clear Body even, like Dragapult. Like, it kind of screws up the strategy there, I'd say. Or again, even something with just Scrappy like Hisuian Decidueye. Haha, no nasty poo for you. And somebody heal cheered? Yeah, you gotta have a little variety, man. You know what they say, variety is the spice of life. You gotta, how about some variety, man? Alright, let me stop saying the V word. Test for me to see if I get intimidated enough. Okay then. But you didn't answer my question before. Is this a IV-EV bred team, or it's just, you just got random EVs and you don't have perfect IVs? Thanks for taking away my stat buffs, asshat. You're an asshole. Alright then. More swords dancing. Heck, can't hit me with Fire Blast, you doof. Okay. I mean, if it's ever good enough and you want to raise it to a competitive team and test it against the more challenging teams, you always can. But that's your decision at the end of the day. It is your team. And I'm willing to guess, since you're using specifically Pokemon with Intimidate. Well, obviously Luxray, Staraptor. What other? Crocodile likely gets Intimidate. Scrafty's not in the game. Maeda gets Intimidate, but also not in the game. We will not lose. I won't lose. Trying to remember what Arcanine, either Hisuian or Cantonian. What else gets Intimidate? I'm trying to remember. Landorus Therian. Yes, it's your life. Alright, your life is forfeit, Delphox. It ain't this Delphox's life, I know that much. Now you die. Goodbye, it was nice knowing you, Delphox. I'm about to start calling it that from now on, Delphox. And funniest thing too, I can nickname one of my Delphoxes that and it won't get censored. But anyways, I'm trying to think what else has Intimidate. Gyarados gets that. There's quite a number of things that get one of the greatest abilities, people say. I mean, being able to instantly debuff your opponent first turn is always very useful in any RPG, not just Pokemon. Let me see if there's a shiny over there, just in case. Alright, nothing. Be on your day. Oh yeah, Salamence, Mabosstiff, and Tauros as well. Likely Paldea and Tauros, probably the fire breed. Actually, it could be water breed, you know, nah. Maybe it's Cantonian Tauros, who frickin' knows? Our fire breed. And who knows which Arcanine you're talking about. It's probably the Cantonian Arcanine, since Hisuian Arcanine is not really the best defensively. It's a cool type combo offensively, but Fire Rock sucks defensively. I mean, you got a quad weakness to both water and ground. It's never good to have multiple quad weaknesses. One quad weakness is okay. Like, look at water ground, for example. That's its only weakness, plus it has a myriad of resistances and one immunity. So it's so that's already really good. Like, if it's just one quad weakness, it's fine. Or like with ground flying and Gliscor and Landorus. You only have an ice quad weakness, which ice is already a pretty damn easy type to counter, so... And the only other weakness it has is water, so if you have one quad weakness and you don't have many other weaknesses, it's fine. But when you have two quad weaknesses plus other weaknesses, like to fighting, or to opposing rock types, you lose to opposing rock types, isn't that embarrassing? Then that's kind of where the good of that type combo really comes to an end. Who says we were going to do one of those fights right now? I'm still doing the Delphox raids, man. I do apologize, but I think you should have some more time to prepare for that team. This isn't a Wi-Fi battle vid. And I know I broke that rule one time, but I'm not really looking to break that rule again. The next time I do a Wi-Fi battle video... Oh, never mind. I apologize. Don't I look funny? I'm curious, what's going to respawn in here real fast? I'm sorry. I apologize for that little spiel. Anyways. Alright, D3, hat TM33. Actually, does anybody know what TM33 is in this game or in any previous Pokemon game for that matter? Any Pokemon game from Gen 1 to Gen 9. Name every TM33. Don't look it up. Actually, fucking look it up. It's an open book test. Why did I don't want to abandon this. Misclicking again. That's an open book test, man. You know what? I'm gonna look up what TM33 is right now on Cerebi. In every generation. What was it? In Gen 1, I think it was Bide. Nah, that's TM34. Alright, so in Generation 1, TM33 is Reflect. Alright, now that just spoils TM33 for the rest of this. Watch that be TM33 up to, like, Gen 6. No, I didn't. Maybe before we'll buy it, I'm just remembering things incorrectly with that one. Alright, now TM33 in Generation 2 is Ice Punch. Specifically in Pokemon Crystal. That's probably still the case in Gold and Silver as well. I still really want to play Gold and Silver on this channel. Get that Nuzlocke going. And now, TM33 in Generation 3 is... also Reflects. And now, moving on to Generation 4. Everybody's favorite generation, right? Actually, that might be true for most people. For me, it's not really my favorite generation. That goes to Gen 5, even though it has the second greatest game of all time in Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But other than that, guess you can all guess who the first game of all time is for me, and the third greatest game of all time is for me. I've stated it before on the channel. That's another open book test for you. And now, TM33 for Generation 4, specifically in Diamond and Pearl, is... Reflect. How anticlimactic. Alright, moving on to the best generation. And still only be the best generation. We'll never get ever again because of people who had a problem with Generation 5 back when it came out. Oh, yes, I did. I thought you were wanting to set up a code for a battle. So I guess it was a Brave Barton. I just assumed. You know what they say, don't count your eggs before the hatch? In other words, don't assume things. I assumed here. I tend to jump to conclusions. Alright, one more Butter Blade and we can Terralize. Actually, speaking of which, did you ever get that second Landorus you said you were gonna get? Or because of that Arceus I sent you, you don't want to do that again? Alright, TM33 in Generation 5 is, hold on to your seatbelts, kids, it's Reflect again. How wonderful. And now, moving on to one of the worst generations ever, Generation 6. That's the heaviest sigh I'll ever make in my life. Alright, take your time, take your time. No rushing here. And now, TM33 for Generation 6 is... it's Reflect again. How anticlimactic, once again. Now, onward to Sun and Moon. Also everybody's favorite generation. A lot of people seem to really not like Sun and Moon. The first Sun and Moon I thought was fine. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, also one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time, though I can see why people had a problem with it. I mean, back in 2017, it was marketed as a completely different game, and that turned out to be untrue. They scammed us, man. Kinda. I always call Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon expensive DLC. It literally could have just easily been added to the original Sun and Moon as DLC, but no, they didn't do that. I don't know how heavy Heatran is, so it may be stronger overall. Because at its strongest, Heavy Slam can go up to base 150 power. That's why you see Heavy Slams all the time on, like, Celesteelas in Gen 7 and 8. And there's no TM page on Sun and Moon, so let's just say it's Reflect again. I mean, hey, that stab power on such a powerful move is always good. Though Heatran has a much higher special attack stat, so it would be easier there. Hey, wait. Heal Cheer time. Alright, no need for me to do a heal cheer. Iron Head. Alright, because he used Magic Room, that's why I didn't heal with Shell Bell earlier. And die with the shield. Of course the shield's still there. Nice, that's awesome. No, my item. Blast it. Alright, TM33 in Generation 8 Sword and Shield is, hold on to, wait, did he use Nasty Plot and I wasn't paying attention? Yeah, he used Nasty Plot, that's why. Is, finally, something different. It's Rain Dance. And now finally, for Generation 9. Well, I say finally something different, but Gen 2's TM33 was something different. And now, before this running joke dies, TM33 in Scarlet and Violet, our current game, is, hold on to your seatbelts, folks, this is going to be a good one. It's Magical Leaf. How riveting, man. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with the bad. This is TM33 jokes here. I mean, if you want to set up another code, I'll wait on it. And while I do, I'm going to race around here on the horribly rendered rocks. I'm starting, now that I see it, just look how polygonal this is. I can literally count the fucking pixels on these things on a Switch game. You know, the same game with games like Xenoblade 3 on it. And Astral Chain. And all that garbage. You know, the really nice looking games. And then you got this PS1 looking thing here. I'm not gonna say this game's graphics look bad, I've said it before, they just look outdated. And this looks hella outdated. And what's this TM? TM33. Dank Pulse. Alright. Alrighty. Let's see if we can find more of them Delphox raids. Bronzors, I mean, I don't know quite off the top of my head. I was about to say all for Nado, but they're not up there. Let me guess, because you're trying to get some, Armor Rouge things or whatever? So you can get the, Bronzor scraps, I believe they're called. Let me look it up on Cerebi. They're found in quite a number of areas. You can find them in East Province Area 2, South Province Area 2, South Province Area 3, South Province Area 4, South Province Area 5, West Province Area 1, and West Province Area 2. You can find them in any one of those provinces. It doesn't really state the specific area, though, which is the problem there. Alright, go on there. Also, after this video, keep on the lookout for subscriber-only content. Now that I finally have this desk set up, I think I should finally try doing some Unreal Engine on here. Perhaps later today, if anybody wants to see that. So I'm going to test out all the subscriber-only content-y stuff, like telling on subscriber-only chats. And do not use a sandy gas, you fool. You faggot. Okay. Alright, I'm canceling this. Fuck that. I'm not... You know what? Fuck it. Give it a try. Fuck it. Maybe the sandy gas has something special up its sleeve. Who knows? And then you bring a Moroid on. Yep, Dazzling Gleam's gonna fuck you up. Butterblade, go! And you crit me. Of course you crit me. Alright, we got double heal cheer. Iron Head. Yeah, you could always use that Pokedex as well. Oh, I'd rather just look up the official source on Cerebi. That's just me, though. Funny how the Sandy Gas is lasting longer than anything else. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. My ability is hydration, as I've stated before. Alright, he took away my stat buff at some point. I don't know when he did that. Alright, as I wait for these Delphoxes to, these people to get ready for their little Delphox raid, I don't really know what else to think about, really. I haven't really been thinking of any new teams to make, other than maybe a second Hisuian team. You only get one shot to catch those Pokemon? I never even knew that, because after you defeat the Titan Pokemon, you can catch them right after. So I did that with the Titan Iron Treads that's in the desert. Asado Desert. So, is that truly the case? I'm not entirely sure. Forgot which one of my Iron Treads was that, too. That, and it also has nearly perfect IVs, 30 in every single IV, which is why it says fantastic on the screen when you check them. Alright, that's a hero, that's a crowned Zacian there. The problem is if Zacian fates, then it gets its crowned model in there, which is weird. They just didn't even bother fixing that up for some reason. Why? Alright, Swords Dance. Alright, so that's what you meant by one chance. So then don't defeat him, easy as that. You got false swipes, you got moves like Nightshade, just use those against them. And save beforehand too in case you do accidentally. Yeah, Behemoth Blade actually looks pretty cool in this game. Just like it did back in Sword and Shield. But since Dynamax mods don't exist anymore, it doesn't do the double damage. I mean, it'd be cool if it did double damage against Terrestrial mons, which would easily make Terrestrial raids a hell of a lot easier. The problem is that would kind of fuck around with the lore in Galar, so that's probably why they didn't do that. And whenever Terrapagos finally comes out, maybe I'll have a move that does double damage to opposing Terrestrial mons. I know that's going to see some use in competitive, especially in competitive Ubers. Alright, give me that heal cheer. We need that taste to heal it. Alright, and Butterblade again. And you didn't save beforehand. Now, which Titan Pokemon was that you accidentally killed? You killed him. And one last Butterblade before Tera last night. And you cut him up and... Ooh. Okay, Earthquake type version. We've seen that before. Yeah, that poor Iron Treads. He's dead. I can't believe it. You're not at full HP and you'd use Eruption. Why would you do that? Well, now you are. You learned it the hard way. I mean, it doesn't really matter. You can catch a bunch of Iron Treads in Area 0 anyways. Sure, they're not going to have those near-perfect IVs, but it doesn't matter when Bottle Caps are so readily available. You can buy them yourself, you can grind them up, just put them in the stats you need, make sure they're level 50, and they always will be since they're found in Area 0, which the Pokemon are, what, 55 and 60? So really, that's not that big a problem, I'd say. You catch hundreds of Iron Treads if you wanted to. Iron Treads is a really good Pokemon with a really cool typing, so... And it's pretty versatile, learning Electric-type moves, Dark-type moves. You can use it as a hazard blocker with Rapid Spin. It's got a lot of things you can do with it. Can't hit me with Fire Blast, you loser. Heh. That's just a Typhlosion taken from the raids from like months ago. And it's dead. Okay. I really like that backflip that Zacian does. That's cool. That's a nice impression. And the shield's not broken. Sad. That makes me so sad. And we can't break the shield, and people, I don't want to keep blaming others, but people keep bringing real bad Pokemon for these raids, like just steel types with no sort of fire immunity. Oh, you wanted the Titan Mark. Never mind what I said before about being able to readily catch any Iron Treads that you wanted. Because without that, you don't have the Titan Mark and you can't have the title with it. I don't know, Iron Treads the Titan. I think. Whatever the title is. Alright, let's try this again. In another copy or another version of Pokemon Violet. If you only had one chance, actually, you can't rematch the Elite Four in this game. This isn't one of those games where, oh, just beat the Elite Four again and they respawn. Because I remember doing that back in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Because after the fight with Zinnia, with Mega Rayquaza and Zinnia... Actually, no, with normal Rayquaza and Zinnia. You just get tossed into the fight with Deoxys, and the thing's level 80 for fuck's sake. When you just fought level 60s and then I think Rayquaza was level 70. So you're not really prepared for something that hits you very hard, and I ended up killing it back in 2014, but I fought the Elite Four over again and it respawned, so that was nice. And hell, Pokemon Sun and Moon kind of do something similar. The first Sun and Moon, thankfully Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon don't do this. Where right after you beat the Elite Four and you beat Professor Kukui, which all their Pokemon are what, in the mid to high 50s? And Kukui's ace, I think, was level 60. Like, after the really long frickin' credits, god damn, longest credits I've ever seen in any Pokemon game. Before or after, which is fucking absurd. But, the game literally just throws you into a fight against Tapu Koko without allowing you to save in between, which is really annoying, so... Again, you can fight the Elite Four over again and it'll respawn, but it's kind of dumb to just throw you into that fight like that. But thankfully, I caught him right in that moment, so that was nice. And you don't want to weaken it too much or whatever, but speaking of which... Hey, one of my companions almost looks exactly like me. Has the same hairstyle, has similar eyes. Also wearing a pair of flip-flops. Has the summer outfit on. Gee, it's almost like a carbon copy of me. Almost. The flip-flops are different, plus the eyes are a different color and a different shape. But other than that. Butterblade. I keep calling it Bitterblade. Ow, fuck off with the crits, man. Oh man, those flash cannons are hitting hard. And take away my saddle. Thank you. Haha, Douse. After the main villain of Tales of Fantasia. Oh, that's quite awesome. Actually, no, I'm gonna wait to Terrasilize first before I start using Swords Dance. Douse, the Demon King. The half-elf prince. I still have yet to play Tales of Fantasia, actually. It's one of the few Tales of games I've yet to play. I only got at least one Swords Dance off. God damn. And Steel Beam, a very devastating attack. And then we have Mind Blown and Cora Blast, which are the same moves but different types. Fire and Grass, respectively. Man, they might as well have a type of move for every variation of Mind Blown. Like, and Steel Beam and Cora Blast. Like Pokemon Radical Red, I think did something like that with Zap Cannon. Turning Zap Cannon into a recoil move that's 150 power and has much higher accuracy. Heh. See, Tales of is an awesome franchise. It's so influential. And if you're wondering, my third favorite game of all time is Tales of Symphonia when I played it back in 2020. Just before I graduated high school. My dad got it for me as a graduation gift. Along with the Mega Man Zero Legacy Collection. And a bread maker. And unlike Super Smash Bros. Melee and Pokemon Heart Gold, Tales of Symphonia doesn't have nostalgia to fall back on, so that just shows how good of a game it is. I still want to either get the Dolphin version or the Steam version of it, and we could do that another time, so I can finally play that game on here and show you why I love it so much. Alright, and these are our prizes. And he's got very long hair. That's cool. Just like Douse the Demon King. And there's a gimme goal over there. Let me pick it up real quick. I got 2 coins. Boy, am I lucky. What's that? Oh, it's in duty. I mean, he's called Lord Douse in Symphonia, but other than that. Well, when we finally play Tales of Fantasia on here, we can explain that a bit further. And well, that's the name I give my Alakazam in my Nuzlocke. If it's male, like the male version of Abra. If I get any male Abras, Kadabras, or Alakazams, then yes, I name them Douse. Like, you gotta be... I always see if they're male or female first before I decide which Tales of character I name them after. Like, Tentacles and Krabbies I tend to name either Ifrit if they're male, after the pirate that's often mentioned in many Tales of games but doesn't really show up. Or if they're female, I name them Patty after one of the playable characters in Tales of Symphonia, not Tales of Symphonia, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition specifically, because the original Tales of Vesperia that was on the Xbox 360, Patty doesn't exist. And she's a pirate girl, so that makes sense there, right? Did I? I might have mentioned that in a much earlier episode, because I'm pretty sure I caught Douse the Alakazam long before I caught the Galarian Articuno. Which I caught the Galarian Articuno, right? I think I did, yeah. I think I caught all 3 birds. It was the Swords of Justice that I failed on catching. I caught all 3 of the birds, I caught all 4 Reggies. I didn't catch Regigigas for a reason, but other than that. What did I name the frickin' Galarian Articuno? I don't remember. I know I named the, I think I named the Galarian Ultras Raven. And the Galarian Zapdos, I don't remember what the hell I named it. I gotta look back at those episodes, I really don't remember. Or I remember naming the Galarian Slowpoke that you get before entering the Isle of Armor. I remember naming him Duke after one of the main villains in Tales of Vesperia as well. Who has quite a number of similarities to Douse. Yeah, I should hurry. You know what? Well, it's sub only Saturday, so later I'll come back with some Unreal Engine. We can finally do that. But I should really hurry up and finish Xenoblade 3. Because after this, I got some shrimp that I'm defrosting. I'm about to go cook that. And probably do some grinding and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee while I cook it. I don't know. So we can finally get back to that and finish that awful game. As, again, I don't need to keep reiterating on it. Y'all already know how much I hate that game, but other than that. Alright, we're almost done here. Let's just keep butter blading. That acid spray is a pain in the ass. Yeah, I don't remember what I named my Galarian Articuno. I'm about to go look for the upset right now, honestly. Screw it. Alright, one more butter blade for the road. And we terrestrialize to Tera Steel. Oh, that's what. Okay. Alright, I named the Galarian Zapdos after Cloud. One of the viewers, I did say that. It is a mix of Tales of characters and viewers that I name him after. And Galarian Moltres, I think, took the longest for me to actually catch up to. He's kind of annoying to get, let's be real. Alright, do I have my attack lowered? I'm not paying attention again. You don't have a special attack buff. Alright, that's good. Sword stance then. Oh yeah, I named the Galarian Moltres Muse after one of the characters in Tales of Xillia 2. That's another Tales of game I definitely want to play at some point. That's exclusive to PS3, might I add. But that game really should be on other consoles. Alright, and I named the Articuno after a viewer, it looks like. Alright, we can do that real fast. Once this raid over here is finished. Did somebody use... Okay, then, stored power. I'm not complaining. Get that garbage off my screen. Give me more prizes. Prizes! We like prizes and surprises. As long as they're good surprises. I mean, one of these days I'll do a Pokemon Nuzlocke where I take a break from naming them after Tales of characters, and maybe we can name them after, like, Persona characters or Ben 10 characters instead, something like that. But for now, I'm going to stick with Tales of characters for a while. Hey, congratulations to you! The Golden Shell must be very awesome. Though I think Kalosian Gudra has the better shiny overall. Alright, if you've got your code... let me know what the code is, and if anybody else who happens to be in the comments would like to join in on this raid, now's your chance. Alright, while I wait for you to get your code out, I'm gonna go look at a few things. Like how much Tera Fairy shards I have. I should have quite a lot of them. I have I have almost 600 of these. God damn. Alright, there's our code. N8ROL9. Hopefully, and this time it doesn't say TM, or we'd have to go through the whole TM debacle over again. Alright, let's see. R, that's a 0. L9. One of your violets and your other violet, I guess on a different switch. You did say you had a second switch, I believe. If I remember correctly, that is. I mean, if you want to use a physical attacking Heatran, that's fine. The Heatran's got a much higher special attack stat. Plus learns metal sound, so you could always lower its special defense that way. The two versions of your shiny Hisuian Gudra? The alpha one and a non-alpha one, maybe? If I ever find a shiny Gudra in this game, it's going over to Legends Arceus to evolve there. Did the same with a shiny Bergmite that I found in this game, and then transferred it over that. Alright, well, what other version you were thinking about? I don't know, I can't tell. I misunderstand things too much. Alright, Butterblade again. Like a hot Cerulege blade through butter. Again, someone really needs to make that fan art. That'd be great if somebody does. I'm obsessing, I know. Alright, Butterblade again. Speaking of butter, I think I should cook my shrimp with it. I think Kalosian is overall better for this, honestly. Because you resist, well, actually, Hisuian might be better. Defensively, yeah. It's not going to have any physical attacking moves, because Hisuian, or Kalosian Gudra has higher HP, and they both have the same special defense stat. But Fire and Fairy become neutral to each other, while Psychic you do resist. However, with Kalosian Gudra, you're weak to Fairy, you're neutral to Psychic, but you resist Fire Blast. And they're both going to be pretty susceptible to Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, that's what you want to do. Then it has the partial Steel typing, so I think his Hisuian Gudra is overall better. So you can actually hit it for some super effective damage. Plus, you can do Acid Spray strategies for this. You don't have immunity to Fire-type moves, though. That's the only problem. And if you Tera Steel, you're gonna get screwed over by Fire Blast. And if you Tera Dragon, you can't even hit it with Dragon moves anyway, so there's that. Plus, you'll get murked by Dazzling Gleam, so Tera Poison is the one I think is the best for that. Sure, you'll be weak to Psychic, but now your Poison or Steel type moves are gonna be, well, Poison type moves are gonna hit a bit better. Wait, you're already terrestrialized. What the hell? Okay, never mind. This game with its glitches. The riches of glitches, if you know that channel name. Everything's disappeared, man. Nothing works today. Nothing. Not a damn thing. Nope. Can't hit me with Will-O-Wisp, you fool. Tearing apart that health bar. And there's the stat drops that I wanted to see, plus you're going to use Magic Room. Oh no, use Nasty Poo? Blasted, dude. Alright, now I'm forced to use Clear Smog. Because we smoke in here. No, we don't. Smoking's for losers. I probably have... Oh, no. I knew that was... Really? You hit and you crit. Bull crap. Anyways, I knew that was going to happen at some point, but I did not think it would happen like that. And it didn't happen. That never happened. Nullifying its ability, my ability, and using Fire Blast. And then actually killing me right then and there. The AI has never done that before. Man, fuck this game. Fuck this game. What garbage. What garbage. You're garbage. This is why no one likes you, Delphox. This is why no one likes you. That's why you're the worst fire starter. And that's why you're definitely the worst fire starter, you asshat. Goddamn. Exactly, be angry. That's why you suck. Okay. Was I cussing too much for your liking there? I think it's pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? The phrase I'm looking for. I think it's well deserved. Delphox deserves it. It's well deserved. Just hits me with Fire Blast. The AI finally decided to smarten up and hit me with that after nullifying my ability. What garbage. That's trash. That's filth. That's waste. That belongs in the dumpster. How many other phrases can you think of how to say it's garbage? A bit of order on my channel? How? Then again, I'm the one who puts the order in there, your redeemment. Alright, let me know when you have your code again. What am I doing? Haha, 8X. Turn that backwards and it's X8. You know what game that is? Mega Man X8. Also, BS. That doesn't count as me cursing. But does that count as the game cursing? Is the question. And not enough chaos, I'd say. We need more of it, more chaos. We need more chaos, man. Corrosion of chaos. Chaos Control. Bringer of Chaos. Ultimate Lightning. Fury Slash. Max. Chaos Blaster. Chaos Spears. Chaos Mon. That's what it is. I've been playing a lot of Digimon Cyber Sleuth as well. And might I say, I got me a Chaos Mon and a Chaos Mon VA. I mean, Digimon Cyber Sleuth also has a competitive scene, I think. They got a little competitive mode. I'm about to try that. Once I've beaten the game's story, I think. I'm on chapter 13. I should be almost done. I think there's like 18 chapters in the game. And then I have the most broken Digimons ever, like Omnimon. Which, honestly, I'm gonna be dead honest here. Digimon Cyber Sleuth, I think, is a lot more... I don't know if the other Digimon games have this. but specifically Cyber Sleuth, it's a lot more rewarding, in my opinion, and satisfying to get new Digimon and to level them up and whatnot. And Digimon are canonically stronger than Pokemon. It's a lot more satisfying than it is in Pokemon. Like, if I want to Digivolve my Agumon all the way up to an Omnimon, sure, it takes a bit longer, but one, I can do it passively while my system's off just by having them in my Digifarm. You can't do that in Pokemon, but you could back when Daycare's leveled up your Pokemon. That hasn't been the case since Generation 7. But actually, or do they still level up? I think they still do in Generation 8, I think. They just don't learn any new moves, which Generation 7, I think, took that out. I'm getting a blank over here, but anyways. They level up that way passively. Overall, the stats are a bit lower than Pokemon, but canonically wise, Digimon are stronger. And evolving an Agumon all the way up to an Omnimon is so much more rewarding than, say, getting a Gimmighoul to a Golden Go. And it requires a lot less not menial labor, but a manual labor. Yeah, that works pretty well. A lot of special defensive core right there. Alright, one more Butter Blade, and then we can Iron Head again. I mean, or if you want to turn a Betamon all the way to a Metal Sea Dragon, it's way more satisfying that way, I'd say. Are you kidding? He did it again! Fuck off! Also, the cursing should be over. Yeah, that was quite a number of times now. So, yeah, I can curse again. Fuck off! Like, seriously, what are the chances that a Fire Blast is right after I use Flash Fire? Or right after I lose Flash Fire? For Pete's sake, man. Also, hold up. Was I not paying attention? Yeah, this thing has special attack buffs. Of course, I wasn't paying attention again. Alright, let's try this again. We've done it before, we can do it again. If it would just not use Fire Blast right as I lose my ability. That's the second time now. Of all the Delphox raids I've done, that's the second time now. YT like YouTube. So those of you on YouTube, please subscribe. It helps out the channel. Thank you. Actually, Seesaw might help us here. That could be good. Give us that passive healing that we need. Too bad our Believe It dies in like 2 seconds. Alright, you're at about, what is that, 80% of your HP? Alright. Take my Tera Charge, that's okay. So far, so good with this. Alright, gotta pay attention to when he uses Nasty Plot. I mean, if that's what you want to do, and if we do get new Paradox Mons in the DLC, that'd be awesome. Because, fun fact, actually, of all the typings, of all 18 types, the only type that's not represented that not at least one of the Paradox Mons have is normal type. None of them are normal type. But I always thought we should have, like, more rock type past forms. Funny how none of the past forms are rock type, when that's probably the most type associated with, well, the past. It was like, well, the past Paradox forms, it's like they're mostly categorized by fighting, or ground type, or, what do we call it, or, poison type. For the future types, they're more often categorized with steel, electric, or psychic. Alright, you already have electric type with, Miraidon, and, I don't think there are any other fighting type future forms, are there? No. Pretty sure, is Iron Man's the only fighting type future form? Oh, no, Iron Paladin, that's right. So you do have a bit of type overlap with that. Alright, more seed selling. And we just need more iron heads over here. Hit him hard with your head. Quick, use your head! Ah, this time you can't hit me with that garbage fire blast. You foolish fool. Yeah, I remembered Iron Valiant right after that. I blanked right there for a sec. Alright, Psychic. Good, when you take away my stat buffs, do not take away my ability. That would be really nice. And you, screw you. Screw you. Taking away my special defense. That's only a 10% chance, mind you. Alright, that's what I was waiting for. I need healing! I'm gonna come over here with the cleric. That install that magic room. I think it lasts for 2 turns, not a turn. Anybody know how long magic room lasts? Oh. Don't do this to me. Alright, now I'm afraid I can't do that, or else, Alright, out. Okay, now the AI is getting smarter. It was not doing that before. That's the 3rd time in a row. It was not doing that before. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? It was not doing that before. You know what? Alright, I'm about to start waiting for the, It wasn't doing that before. Why is AI all of a sudden just mid-getting smarter? That is bullshit, I agree. It was not doing that before. That's the 3rd time now. Of all the Delphox raids I've done, that's the 3rd time I've seen this now, in a row. AI just got smarter mid-fight. Are you serious? Oh, hey, let me take away your ability, and then let me strategically use Fire Blast, and it hits. 85% accuracy, my ass. I know it's Flash Fire. Also Flash Fire. Yep, Flash Fire, I just noticed. Reversal. I used the move reversal. I'm already on low HP. Upside down here. It's pretty upside down. What are your EVs and IVs on your Heatran? Are they even max EV or IV? I'm just asking. Probably might help you survive attacks a bit better if they're higher there. Or if you have max HP, max attack. Alright. And for some reason okay, now it wants me to move. Butterblade! Alright, one more Butterblade and we can terrorize. Alright, did he use Nasty Paw yet? I'm still not paying attention. Alright, that doesn't look nasty. Alright, well, if we can have a heal cheer, please. Now we can Terrastal. Terrastal, huh? Oh, there it is. There's the Nasty Plot. Alright, now we just use Clear Smog. Hey, hit me with Fire Blast, you loser. Heh. Fine, okay. Jesus Christ. I get that garbage out of here. I'm taking out the trash, because here comes Star Crash. And I did so little damage, I healed 1 HP. Alright, more Iron Hits. Alright, I think one more Iron Head, and please, if you could heal Cheer, just to keep yourself alive. Alright, don't use Fire Blast after this. You probably won't. Again. Because you already used Nasty Plot, so we don't need to worry about that. I think that's why it does that. Maybe because it sees a kill with Nasty Plot? Maybe. Oh, but definitely hit me with fucking Will-O-Wisp. Well, better than Fire Blast, I guess. Now my Iron Head won't do God, yeah. It won't do anything. Alright, you could heal Cheer if you have enough of those. I think you only used 2? I could be wrong about that. Alright, thank you. And now that should break the shield, though we are basically out of time. Ironhead. And Ironhead again. Yeah, if we still had some time left, that'd be nice. Unless I'm glitching out here? Nope, there it is. Look how close we are to winning that. What item do you have on your Heatran? I mean, if you're only going to use Heavy Slam... Actually, if Heatran can learn Screech, you could probably teach it that. Because, I mean, if all you're going to use is Heavy Slam, you might as well have an Assault Vest on you to take those special attacks better. Oh, you have Muscle Band? I think the leftovers are... You're not really doing much damage with just Heavy Slam, so... I'd suggest either leftovers or Assault Vest for longevity purposes. Alright, but let me know when you have your code. Just to minimize fainting as much as we possibly can. I mean, if Muscle Band's helping you, I suppose, but... I'm just trying to ask for longevity here so we can minimize as many KOs as possible. I mean, unless you could do a defense cheer beforehand. I think we could do that. Might be able to take hits a bit better with a defense cheer. Alright, I can't learn Screech. Okay, then. I mean, once again, Heatran's got much higher special attack than attack, so... I mean, if you want to keep using physical attacker, I suppose. I almost wanted to say screw it and use Lyra. That'd actually be pretty useful. And because I'm a physical attacker, that helps me as well. Sure, it's only by one stage, but lowering defense is still pretty useful. And defensively, you're already completely wall Delphox's moveset, so there's that. Alright, I'm holding on. I'm gonna stand up for a bit, because I'm hurting. Alright, yeah, while you get your assault vest, I'll do more of these raids, I suppose. This guy's about to use Iron Moth. You know what? Screw it. Alright, let's get started with this other Delphox. Alright, after this one we can finish that up then. Because what I think the key here is to minimize as many KOs as possible so the timer doesn't go down. Because Sarlage can actually solo this in a specific Sarlage build. The problem with that is that if too many KOs happen, then it doesn't matter how long they can go on for it, it's just going to end right then and there. Delicious energy. Alright, 2 more butter blades and we should be able to do this. That's nasty pooping. I should be able to take a psychic still. It's +2. Ooh, just barely. Alright, you got your assault vest. Get a code ready if you please. Alright. If you got your code, let us have the code now. Alrighty. And everybody else wants to join the raid, do not hesitate to let us know in the comments. Alright, if you gotta use the restroom, that's fine. Alright, we got a Houndoom. I've never seen somebody use Houndoom on here. I mean, I want to say it could be Terra Poison, but that's not the best. Butterblade. Huh. Substitute Heatran. That could be useful, actually. Alright, go on, we're gonna support it. We'll see. Or just keep you just got the Selfish, right? Let's just keep using your Heatran. Alright, Butterblade. Actually, I can Terrestrialize now. And take away stat buffs. Magic move. Oh, you're a Terra Poison. That's what I thought. Alright, Ironhead. And you're done. Can't hit me with Fire Blast, you fool. Finally, another Delphox out of the way. And I hate to keep shamelessly plugging, but those of you who haven't subscribed and followed yet, it'd be greatly appreciated if you did if you enjoy this type of content. Thank you again. Alright, ability capsule, another Tera Fairy Shard. Now, if you're still there, Aaron, to do your Delphox raid, we could do that real quick. Alright, how far are you with EV training your Bliss Suit for HP and special defense? I'll give you a little bit more time for you to... You're getting there now? Is that how far you're getting with your, what am I call your EV training? We can do this other Delphox raid while I wait for you. And that raid got abandoned for whatever reason. You know what? Let's see. Alright, here's my other Sneasler. Excuse me. I'm gonna put him in here for a bit. Alright, I already hyper-trained it. This is my Tera Dark one, I'm pretty sure. Alright, no Screech. We don't need close combo. Which, wait a minute. No, oh yeah, we need close combo. Alright, that's your code. Cool. Alright, give me a second. Alright, Tera Raid battles. Now let's try this again. What movesets? You said you had Healing Wish and Life Dew, right? Alright, because that should minimize the amount of KOs that we get against, or the amount of KOs Delphox can get. Since it's very unlikely that Delphox is going to kill this Cerulege build. It can happen, it's just unlikely. Also, Tera Poison, Tera Poison... Cryogonal. With Levitate, it's actually pretty decent. That means it's only going to be weak to Psychic when you Terastallize. It's already real good specially defensively, and most Psychic type moves are special attacks. Outside of Zen Headbutt and Psycho Cut. And Psychic Fangs. Oh boy, he intimidated the Delphox. That's so helpful. Wait, did you Soul Fest the Blissey? Well, what happened? Yeah, did you Soul Fist the Wussy? Because you're using Struggle. Yeah, no, you're using Struggle. Did you Soul Fist? Seems like you did. Just have leftovers on Wussy instead to improve your longevity even further. And you have Natural Cure, right? I don't know. You don't really need healing. Since I'm fire type, so I don't know, but I guess it just has a chance to heal off the burns. That was pretty decent. I guess if it gets that surprise, what am I call it off? The surprise will-o-wisp off. And of course you get a special defense drop. You fag. Soul Fist literally prevents you from using status moves. How do you not know that? Ah, never mind. I haven't had ads for a while, so it's not that bad. I don't seem to get ads as often as I used to, so them showing up is quite a thing. It's quite a treat, even. Alright, let's try this again. Get yourself a leftovers, if you would please. Leftovers if you're just gonna spam a bunch of status moves. Because Shell Bell heals you depending on how much damage you deal. The more damage you deal, the more it can heal you. Alright, MBCW and 8. Alright, let's try this again this time. Alright, let's do this Delphox raid. We can win this time, I believe. Everybody believe we can win it. We got a strategy. We can do it. Yeah, Soulfest boosts your special defense by 50%, which is really good for making a really bulky mon that has already well-balanced stats. But to balance that out, you can't use status moves. Or non-damaging moves, as the game calls it. Thanks for the heal pulse. Alright, that means I can use Sword Stance twice. Alright, Butterblade, I mean. I keep calling it Bitterblade. All this healing, man. Hey, they paralyzed him. I believe that was the Umbreon using Thunder Wave. Alright, get up your shield. Go ahead, that's fine. Alright, better pay attention when he uses a nasty plot. Alright, Iron Head. I'm faster than you? I guess somebody was. I think the Corviknight was using a Scary Face, wasn't it? Take my Tera Charge, that's fine. Yeah, man, Blissey, huge ass HP stat and special defense stat. Base 225. HP stat and base 135. Special defense stat is literally made to take special hits. And you don't need resistances because of that. Alright, now I can Terastal this turn. And get that shield out of here. And look how much time we have. And you're at about 80% HP. The shield's at least a little. Thanks for the heal, Pulsing. Alright, I'm at +4 right now. Iron Head. Yep, thanks again. We should be able to get rid of this man. I'm a healthy boy, alright? I'm keeping myself healthy by eating right and going to bed at a good time. That last one may or may not be a lie. Alright, let's keep Iron Heading. We are at +4. You can't Fire Blast me. Good job. And I still need to pay attention to when this thing uses that spot. I might use it around now. Alright, one more Iron Head should do the trick before it gets off Magic Room. Get that shield out of here. We don't need it. I kind of wish it lowered its defense and special defense by two stages, like the Dynamax raids did, but I've stated that so many times. I don't need to keep treading old ground. And there's the nasty plot we were all dreading. Now, don't use Fire Blast, or if you do, at least miss. Or Will-O-Wisp would be really good. Yes, we're getting it first, which I guess that means the speed was lowered. Alright, get those stat changes out of here. We don't want those here. Alright, you took away my stat buffs, now it's a good time to use Sword Stance. No! I already lowered your stats. Ooh, we livin'! We livin'! Take the Fire Blast, man, and now we have Flash Fire again. And thanks once again for the life view. Now let's just keep Iron Heading. We're at +2. You're paralyzed. You are crippled. I have never seen a Delphox so crippled in my life. I still can't use my item. You take that, even if it were a crit. Oh yes, we good. We still got plenty of time on hand. Alright, one more Swords Dance. I think that's all we need. Alright, just super-powered Iron Heads to victory. And Iron Head for the win. Look how much damage this is going to do. Alright, 2 more and we win. Haha, you're paralyzed. How do you like it, huh? Hey, like basically not being able to get your hits off. Also, you just tried to attack twice. It's a good thing you didn't do that. That'd be nice if you don't. You're so close to winning. Alright, just one more hit. And we win. And down goes the Delphox. Delphox. And we get even more prizes from this. Yeah, don't like it, do you, Delphox, huh? And more ability capsules. Alright. Now, I've stated this before, but I got some Iron Thorns off screen while I was on my little hiatus. I'm gonna train those guys up real fast. Which one do I want to do that with? I think this one, this Iron Thorns. Because I got something I want to do with this man. As I know, Iron Thorns is a bit sucky. It's far from the best of the Paradox Bonds. But I still think it has some usage. At least in some way it does. Now why don't we raise those stats while we're here? Because I'm gonna make this bad boy Tera Bug with Pin Missile and what is it called? Loaded Dice. The Delphox? Or you mean your Blissey? Pin Missile. I know you meant Blissey. Alright, we don't need Earthquake. Okay, Impact, no need for that. Alright, just go down here. I think I have a loaded dice on hand. If I don't, I can always buy one. It doesn't look like I have one. Alright. Now, while we're here, let's get those IVs raised. No, I don't want to use a gold bottle cap. No, regular bottle cap. Alright, HP attack, defense, special defense. Alright, Thorns. Hyper training has been done. Alright, no Rock Blast is a TM. Same with Dargon Dance, so let's give those to them. How much LP do I... Oh, that's how much LP I have. Okay. Yes, like camels being one of them, or horses and whatnot, just being able to carry those things on their back. Anyways, alright, Rock Blast. Hey, I'm like, every time you say, oh, ads, I'm freaking celebrating over here. Can't wait till I have the same thing on YouTube as well. Alright, anyways, Dragon Dance. Hey, anytime you say, oh, ads, I'm celebrating, man, that means a little cash for me. I've been getting many ads lately, which is real annoying. Let's rearrange my moves. I'm gonna have this up here. Rock Blast there. Alright, I think I'll give you Adamant Nature. You're gonna be a very fast one. Alright, I'm gonna go to Medali. And then we should go to Levincia. Hisuian Gudra, am I the one who thinks Hisuian Gudra kind of looks like it's in a bit of pain holding that big old steel shell? Probably why it evolved out of that in Kalos. Because it didn't really need that much protection anymore since Kalos, I have a feeling, is a lot less dangerous of a region than Hisui is. Plus, it was probably hurting Hisuian Gudra so much. And the proof of that is how Hisuian Gudra has lower HP and speed than Kalosian Gudra, which means that that could suggest that that big shell kind of makes Hisuian Gudra very unhealthy, maybe? And it does definitely make it a lot slower. I mean, lugging around that thing, imagine how slow you'd be. But it also means it has a little less stamina because of that, explaining why it has a bit of a lower HP stat. That's just my headcanon of it. Alright, Terra Bug. Yeah, that's just Gudra's mail. I'm aware of that. Alright, one final thing. Well, actually, what's that Tera Ground Raid? I'm curious. I'm not gonna do it, I just want to see what it is. Is there something there? Gotta check everything, man. You don't know. There could be a shiny somewhere. That, hey, as I said it, look at that. There might be a shiny somewhere, and here it is. Oh, that's just interesting. Alright, quick ball. I should have some quick balls. I just said gotta see everywhere in case there's a shiny, and there's one right here. I haven't had a shiny Fido. What does shiny Dash Bun look like again? It's pink, I think, right? Yeah, it's like pink or something. Honestly, I might just keep it a Fido and just have it as a little pet. I'd rather just do that. I'm telling you, man, the shiny rates in this game are freaking crazy. And I think I know the perfect name for you. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna evolve it. Because, yeah, I think shiny Dash Bun is like pink or something. I kind of like this shiny. Jalkabun. I really like how I say gotta... It's a good thing, I guess, I looked for that, that I saw that Tera Ground Raid, and I was like, hey, let's see what it is, and then we get this guy. just climb up here. What is this raid? Terra Ground Bergmite. Eh. The ground shards would be nice, but you know, I think I got plenty of them already. Anyways, I'm gonna go to Levencia, get me a loaded dice. And to those of you who haven't, I gotta give you your minutely reminder, hourly reminder, I don't know. But to those of you who happen to be new and haven't subscribed or followed yet, on YouTube I mean, in terms of subscribing, please do. It really helps out the community, and that means more content like this for more great people. Thank you very much. You know, while I'm here, I should probably get some quick balls. When was the last time I even bought quick balls, or ultra balls for that matter? Heh heh. Shiny doggo. That could be a good moment. Alright, Ultra Balls. And there's Quick Balls here, too. Alright, 80 Quick Balls. Probably should have done this a long time ago. Hey, shiny doggo. 5 of these, and that's the last time I should ever have to buy more of those. No, better yet, while we're here, why don't I pick up some, repeat balls as well. Especially when the DLC comes out, these are going to be useful. Now let's go get that loaded dice. I like dices that are loaded with nutrients or something, I don't know. Can anyone tell me why it's called loaded dice? I guess it just allows you to use your moves more often, the multi-hitting moves more often, which I guess makes it loaded? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that, really. Shadow Hound Doggo. Very obvious name, but it's a dog. What other name could you give it? What better name could you possibly give it? It's a Doge. Alright, I'm not on the wrong side of the town, right? To get to the Delibird shop? It's on the Delibird shop. I think it's on the other side of town, actually. Let's go through the bridge. Whenever signs get out of my way. Nobody likes signs, man. The music from Levencia. Yeah, it's quite a decent song, I'd say. Hey, everybody, let's play Where's Clavel? Yeah, he ain't here. Never mind. Also, is there a garage down here? Makes me think that's a secret room of some sort. Alright, doesn't matter. Yeah, I know what theme you're talking about. Alright, anyways. Where is Levencia's Delibird shop? It should be around here somewhere. Where, oh, where are you? Alright, here it is. Alright, loaded dice. I should get a safety goggles. I don't think I've ever used one of these in this game. I used to have a safety goggles superior with Contrary that I used to use, but never really used it much. Alright, in case I need another heavy-duty boots, that would be useful. I still have a Cobra Cloak. A red card. Backpack, adrenaline orb. Room service. Which I think I put on one of my for a giraffe. Toxic orb. Actually, I think I already used the lagging tail. A sticky barb. Which I think takes away a 6 of your HP or something, and you can't really get it off of you. Ring target's kind of dumb. Binding band. Actually, fun fact about me, I actually like the Binding Band item when you use trapping moves and whatnot. It's actually pretty helpful. It just allows you to do more damage with trapping moves, which is pretty cool. That's about it. Let's see what that Terra Water Raid is. Who knows, maybe I'll find another surprise shiny because I got curious. Where is it? No, it's up this mountain then, that's why. Here it is. I don't want to run into you. Wherever the frick that was, a Cyclozar. Why is there a Cyclozar on a mountain? Alright, you know what? Oof. Man, we've been on here for the past 3 hours. Now, let me give you your loaded dice. I could always EV train you another time, doesn't really matter. Alright, there's my loaded dice. Give it to the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Godzilla ripoff. This is my shiny Avalugg. Alright, I'm gonna keep it with Strongjaw. I don't know. What Tera type would I make Hisuian Avalugg? It kinda sucks. No one likes Hisuian Avalugg. The thing is just bad. Mountain Gale. Again, Mountain Gale has a chance to flinch, but who are you flinching with how slow Hisuian Avalugg is? That's just my question. Like, who are you flinching with this move? Alright, let's go back to Monte Nevada. Just so I can get this Hisuian Avalugg stats up. At least I could try using it. I don't know if I can get much use out of it, though. It could work out really well on a Trick Room team, though. I could always put it on my Trick Room team. I have a Hisuian Lilligant as well. I made a Tera Ice with a Focus Sash Victory Dance Ice Spinner combo for those pesky flying types. The Tera Rock could have been better for that for the resistance, but it's pretty frail already. It doesn't really matter. Alright, HP attack, defense, special defense, even though your special defense stat sucks ass, but whatever. Alright, I'm just gonna get another Adamant Mint. You know Pebble Dance is a special move, right? I mean, if you want to use it, that's your choice, but it just won't pair very well with, what am I called? It just won't pair very well with Victory Dance. And Wideland so Axe Kick doesn't miss, I mean. That's pretty good, I'd say. Yeah, I don't really know what Tera type I want to make this guy. Nizamir, Hisuian Avalugg's face just looks weird to me. Alright, what rock type move do you have? Stone Edge, easy. Seriously, I would have preferred Ice Ground for this thing instead of Ice Rock. Could make you a spinner. I guess for now we'll just do Curse, I don't know. And then max HP you instead of max defense. Because I'm not going to run Body Press on this guy, so no need for that, I'd say. Maybe Tera Dark, but you're still going to be weak to fighting. I could make you Tera Ghost or something. For fighting and your quad weakness to fighting and steel, right? Is there a type that handles both steel and fighting? I don't think so. Yeah, no, there isn't. Alright, one more thing. I'm going to sell some of these ability capsules that I have. I really rarely ever use ability capsules, so that's why I sell them for some extra cash. And these PP-ups. The extra cash is always useful. Alright, just this, and that's that. Alright. And I think that'll do it for this video. We've been in here for almost 3.5 hours. Anyways, if y'all enjoyed this video and you want to see more of it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. Hit one of the videos you see on screen now if you're on YouTube, and that bell button for more. I'll be back later on today for my very first sub-only Saturday where we do Unreal Engine. Anyways, let me give a special thank you to Aaron and Cloud for joining me once again, and to any viewers who happen to stick around a little bit learning how to take down these Delphoxes. Anyways, thank you, and once again, video sponsored by Dubby. Click the link in the description below to potentially get your 10% off order on energy drinks. Anyways, thank you everybody for watching, and see you in the next video, and this was also the 50th episode special. Have a nice day.